Hello, Desiree. It is the 23rd of February, 2023. Right now, in this moment, we are at Geneva State Park. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Geneva State Park. We're chilling. Mindfully sitting in the presence. I pay attention to the sound my ears hear, which is the waves. I pay attention to what my eyes are guided to, and it's steady, the ocean, the element of water. I'm kidding, it's a fucking lake. We're sitting in front of a lake, chilling. No one to keep me company but the presence of my own soul and being. I like to stay rooted in the now, so I'm not sitting here mindlessly wandering and thinking about all the things I could be doing, I should be doing, I want to be doing, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Chilling right here, right now. No one ever said it was supposed to feel perfect. No one ever said it was supposed to be easy. It takes a lot of strength, inner strength, to separate yourself from your mind and to sit where you are, to stand where you are, to be where you are. And be peaceful with it. Don't allow your mind to find a reason that you should be not here right now. Don't allow your mind to do that to you. And even at that detachment, it's not your mind that you will have forever. It is the mind in your vessel. Don't let the mind distract you from feeling the feelings that you want to be feeling. It's not that you should be you should be grateful that, and who am I to say, to wish gratefulness upon anybody. In all honesty, I am still learning to be grateful for my being, and I'm still practicing. I'm practicing staying present in the tune of gratefulness. When I'm not here, then my mind is somewhere else. And that leaves me just empty. Why be empty whenever you can be so fulfilled in the moment? Taking everything in, absorbing life as it should be. I'm reading The Power of Now right now. My soul is guided to books that are good for my journey. I do like reading a lot too. Reading books. I keep hearing things around me. It's distracting my train of thought and communication. Let me not do that. Like I was saying, I do like reading books because it's another technique that I found that trains your mind to be right here and right now. For example, you're reading a book and you read over a whole paragraph, yet you didn't understand any of it because your eyes were just reading over it and your mind was talking to itself, not being receptive to the information that it was reading. It doesn't have to always be information too. Whatever makes your soul feel good, that is up to every person individually. Whatever makes your soul feel good, that's what you do. The paradox between that, though, it's not selfish. It's not selfish to take care of your soul, and whoever told you that, their soul wasn't taken care of, so you believe something that was never true in the first place. Whether you believe it or not, all souls are divine. All souls are capable of being restored and returning to now. Our souls are capable of being lit up again. A lot of our lamps get dimmed by the pain we feel growing up, and I am one to be no critic to anybody because I still, to this day and second, am battling the choice of being right here now or letting my mind and my emotions be stuck in the past. Whenever you go through pain like that, your mind thinks that it's okay to be comfortable with that pain. It's okay to hold on to it because it's safe. If you're always feeling pain, then no one will pain you more than what you are already feeling. Which is, okay, I get the logic behind that, but that does not, saying that out loud just doesn't even make me feel, I get the feeling like, why? For what? Just because you went through pain in an early stage of life, in a previous life, or if your life situation is going through something that is deemed as painful and stressful, that doesn't mean that you're not worthy of presence, that you're not worthy of love. Everybody is worthy of love on this planet. I do believe that everybody is worthy of love. That's coming from a sinner. I am not perfect. I do things that I am not proud of, but we are human, and what's the point of holding on to that baggage as if it were some soft blanket? What's the point of that? Release and let go of all emotion that does not serve you in the now. And just because it isn't going away because you're feeling it right now, it's just telling you how deeply rooted you have been ignoring the feelings in your body that are waiting to be released. So they've just been planted and stored in some part of your body that is screaming, let go of me, release me. Whenever your shoulders hurt, there's anger stuck in your shoulders, the energy, and just let it go. Release it and wind it down. I do like the things I like though, which are tuning into music that makes me feel good about myself. I like getting crystals and carrying crystals around with me because that makes me feel pure in my heart. New lighting setting. Yes, new lighting setting. I'm a car girl. I like nice things. I do. I'm finding that the more you release 11:11 is how long I've been recording this. The more you are releasing, let me say this again, the more you are releasing is growing room for opportunity and magnetizing that your soul deserves. It's not what you see on the internet as some tropical vacation and having all this money, and that's another thing. Once you realize that you are chasing something that will never give you that feeling that you cherish, that you let me think for a second. Lost my train of thought. Okay. It's not selfish to expect and desire nice things for yourself. That's not selfish. It's not selfish. And I do want to say this. I grew up with not the best childhood, so that feeling of fear, being scared of the world and how it was gonna deliver things to me, and feeling like I wasn't worthy enough for my being just because someone else wasn't worthy enough for theirs. Just because my house wasn't as nice as everybody else's. That's the ego comparing your life to others. And what's the point of that? What is the point of that? Easier said than done though, right? Easier said than done. I will always bring myself back to the rooted belief there's no life that is better than yours. There's no such thing that's better than yours. That's never the goal in life either. It's not to be better, it's not to change. It's to give your soul what it needs. Don't give your mind what it needs. Your mind just wants to achieve, and do. But is your body even feeling the feelings of being proud of yourself for doing all the goods that you need to do? This is just realizing and reflecting upon life. The more I practice being right here in the presence, the more I I do realize that being rich in spirit is the only kind of rich that is truly ever going to make you feel good about yourself. I can vouch for that. I went through a very traumatic stage whenever I was 7 years old, and someone that I looked up to did something to me that should have never happened. There's no justifying it. It should have never happened, but it did. So instead of focusing myself on the thought of that should have never happened and getting stuck in that, I move into the accepting now and realize that it did happen, and I can either use that to be an ugly person because those emotions are just getting trapped inside me, daily stored, or I can be a beautiful being and allow forgiveness to flow through my body. Not to hold on to anything that made you feel low of yourself, that made you feel insecure of yourself. I am working on journaling as well. My mind is, my soul is so wise. I've been here through so many lifetimes. I can feel it. And in those previous lifetimes, this soul wasn't strong enough to release all of that pain that it's experienced. And I'm grateful for being able to reflect and realize now that yeah, I was saying something that is very... Oh, okay, yeah, I got it back. Yeah, chilling by my lonely. This is where my mind goes whenever I am not surrounded by people that don't share the same mindset and beliefs as me. I do find myself being receptive to who I am as a person and not trying to act like I'm not me. That's what it is. Lighting check. This being is I'm working on myself, so the self and the people that are around this world can feel even the glimpses light of consciousness. I know I'm not pure consciousness because I do find myself getting rambled by thought. I don't let it just roll off my tongue because it's that second guessing insecurity. But as long as you're honest about it, I feel like that is the very first step in achieving anything. Honesty. What do you want to be? How do you want to feel? What do you want to look like? What does your life look like? What do your relationships look like? What do your bank accounts look like? Yeah. I know just because my mind is open, like, and I'm guided by the earth, doesn't mean that I am perfect, and it doesn't mean that you should be better. You are perfectly fine just the way you are. You are loved. You are creative. You are present. You are divine. You create your life. You create your life, and I'll create my life. I have no room to judge anybody on how they live their life. Just as so, nobody has room to judge how I live my life. This is the paradox. Beauty can be achieved anywhere in life, but if you're not, let me take a step back, because I found myself right now judging the people that cannot go inside and find beauty within themselves. It's the mind, it's the ego, and once you just detach from that, there's so many opportunities and blessings that will treat you in life. I love you. I love you. I love you. Do something nice for yourself today and tomorrow and the next day. Give yourself that bliss and ease that you think is gonna come in the future now. Do it right now. This book I'm reading currently, like I showed in the earlier stages of this video, I'm reading The Power of Now, and it has put a spark in my consciousness and realizing that a lot of goals and motives are deemed in the future, and you think that whenever they're achieved or you arrive there, that there should be a certain feeling you're expecting. So then your mind keeps that in the subconscious, and it believes that. It believes that I am addicted to vaping, and for the past year and a half, it's been nothing but, oh, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But the more you put something off for tomorrow, and let me say this again, the more you put something off for tomorrow, the longer tomorrow is going to take to reach you. Because once it's tomorrow, then it's tomorrow, and then it's tomorrow, and then it's tomorrow, and then your subconscious will always believe it's tomorrow, but your soul knows that you're eluded, you're being tricked. There is no tomorrow. Tomorrow's never gonna come because you hold on to that part of yourself that thinks you need something to make you feel whole in the moment. That is wrong. It's no more right than wrong. There's a balance between the two. A balance. once I started getting to a point realizing that financially I truly do not have the stability to be supporting the addiction that I'm holding on to so hard for. But for some reason it's that, like, being so careless in your life that it's like a shrug of the shoulders. And if you treat life like that, life will treat you like that. 1000%. 1000%. Well, I've been rambling for 25 minutes now. This was a really good therapy session for me, and I hope that you are present enough to listen to my voice and the words that are coming off my tongue, to listen to my beliefs and thoughts and opinions, to see if there's something in you there's some part of you that was triggered. Here's one more example before I go. Say you read something and it was factual, correct? It was factual, but humans are, nowadays, we grow up to be so judgmental and opinionated, and whenever we hear a piece of advice from somebody, or bare minimal, we're reading something in a newspaper, or reading something online, scrolling through TikTok, somebody's video comes up, and it's that automatic, like, you're thinking about it instead of trusting your gut to believe if it's true or not. You're thinking about it, but why are you thinking about it? Ego.